Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome to the 2023 Barnesville Trojan Wrestling Invite. It features the Barnesville Trojans, the Fargo North Spartans, the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, and the Osakis Silver Streaks. So the Barnesville Trojans will be taking on Fargo North in the first contest here. They'll be taking on Osakis in the second contest. They'll be taking on Fertile Beltrami in the third contest. We have a camera set up on mat 2. We'll check in on mat 2 during breaks on mat 1 here. Mat 1 at 10 a.m. Osakis versus Fertile Beltrami. Fargo North will move to mat 2 to take on Fertile Beltrami in the second match, and Osakis will take on Fargo North in the third match on mat 2. So we'll have primary coverage on mat 1 here, thanks to our sponsors here supporting Barnesville Trojan Wrestling, including the Barnesville Trojan Takedown Club, 2023 Takedown Club. Thank you so much for their support to make these events possible. There's 5 of them, and they're still waiting to get started, so we'll go ahead and take it to camera 2 here, as it looks like Osakis and Fertile Beltrami are going to get on the way here. Let's see here. Let's grab the rosters. So this is the 106, or they doing JV first. Let's see here. It says we'll match up JV junior to happen before the start of each varsity match. Match up junior varsity, junior high during weigh-ins ahead of time. Junior varsity matches will be a minute 30, so they got 2 minutes on the clock. So it doesn't look like we will have we'll have any JV matches here. Until we get started here, we'll get you on the other matchup here. This, I'm not sure who the first round is. Osakis and Fertile Beltrami. It's the 113 class, to the best of my knowledge. All right, we're going to get ready here for Fargo North and Barnesville. Two-minute periods.
Next match is going to be Ashton Ashton for Osakis and Hunter Doyle for Fertile Beltrami.
Weight class 106 here. It's Josiah Shep, an 8th grader for Fargo North. Taking on, I believe it's Brock Grable. Right now, Fargo North wrestler getting 2 points, and pause things here as they'll reset in the center here. So this is a JV match. I think the previous one was too. I had the wrong weight class up on the screen there. So ignore what I said about who was wrestling in that first match up here. This is a JV match. JV matches are minute 30 instead of 2 minutes. There's a takedown for Barnesville. And he's going to get 2 points for that takedown. So Barnesville leading 2-0 here in this JV match with a minute and change to go in the first period. Fargo North trying to earn that escape, but nice job there staying on top for Barnesville. I'll stop the clock for a moment here with 43 seconds to go in the first period. Two wrestlers will reset. Barnesville will get the top position. And they're awarding 2 points here to the Fargo North wrestler. So now they'll start in a mutual position here, neutral I should say. And that is going to be 2 points for the Fargo North wrestler. Once again, this is a JV match. I don't have maybe I do have some JV rosters here. (4-2) Fargo North leading with 10 seconds to go in the first period. I think that 4-4 now. And that'll do it for period number 1. Tied at 4-4 in the JV match. So we'll go to the second period now. We'll start our 2-minute clock early because once again, a minute 30 in the JV matches for the periods here. So tied up at 4-4 here in the JV match between the Trojans and Spartans. And he'll get the takedown, and that will be 2 points. Stops the clock with a minute 13 to go here in the second period of the JV match. So they've awarded a point here to Fargo North. So it's 6-5 now in favor of the Trojans in this matchup. This JV match brought to you commercial-free by the Barnesville Takedown Club. Speaking of a takedown there, no points awarded for either one as it wasn't a clean takedown. There's 2 points for Barnesville. Gives them an 8-5 lead. Under a minute to go now here in the second. Oh, and there's another takedown.
F350 with the lights on out of the parking lot. Gray Ford F350.
He's trying to hook that leg to get him over on his back and hopefully get the pin. He's trying to scramble out of bounds, and that will put a pause to this match as the It will not, because his feet are still in bounds, so that'll do it for the second period. So we'll move to the third now with Barnesville leading 8-5. Once again, 90 seconds, so we'll let our clock roll down. And that, I believe, might be, I couldn't see behind the ref. He is going to award 2 points to Fargo North. 8-7 now. Got a good match going on here in this junior varsity match. One minute to go in the third. And there's a pin. Pin comes at a minute one into, or with 59 seconds left in the so that pin will earn 6 points here for Fargo North. And we'll see if that finishes up the JV matches or not. It might. Find out here. Once again, Fargo North taking on Barnesville. Barnesville will take on Osakis in the second in the second round, I should say. And now this appears to be varsity matches. Yep, they got 2 minutes on the clock, so it'll be 106. Brock Grable onto the mat. He'll go up against Josiah Shep. Josiah Shep, an 8th grader from the Fargo North Spartans. And it's our first varsity match at weight class 106, and we're underway. Grable against Shep. Grable in the white and purple for Barnesville. Blue and gold for Fargo North. Grable will will roll over to the back, and he'll get 2 points on Shep. Now he tries to lock his arms around the neck there. Now around the waist. Shep trying to get points for an escape, but none so far. Couldn't quite get back onto his feet, and Grable's able to hold position. Minute 20 and counting to go here as Grable tries to put Shep down head first into the mat. as they near that out of bounds. Now, in order to be out, all 4 legs of both wrestlers need to be out of the white line, and that will be the exact example that I was talking about right there. I'll stop the clock with 1:09 to go in the first period. A 2-0 lead here for Graybo on Shep. And we are back to action as the Fargo North wrestler chooses down to start, and now they'll break loose. And 1 point will be awarded for an escape there to Shep. And it's 2-1 now in favor of Barnesville. Graybo still in the lead. 2 wrestlers will break loose. Graybo looking for a position to move in, and Shep playing a lot of defense at the moment. 2-1 in favor of Barnesville. 30 seconds to go. Shep appears to have a little bit of leverage there, and now the 2 wrestlers will break loose. And now Graybo will get back in charge. Shep trying to grab that leg.
Now wrestling for Osakis is Blake Fisher, and for Fertile Beltrami, Greg Ramberg.
2-1, a good match here between Shep and Graybo. Shep trying to create Graybo down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 points awarded, and that is the end of the period. 2 points awarded to Graybo, and Graybo takes a 4-1 lead here over Shep. So Graybo will choose the down position here to start period number 2. Once again, 106 weight class. Shep will lock arms around his waist, and we're underway with period 2 with Graybo leading 4-1 over Shep. Shep trying to get a takedown here on Graybo. It spins him around. He does get him down. Now he tries to lock those arms on Graybo. Graybo doing a good job of avoiding that. Still 4-1, no points awarded at the moment. And that is 2 points for a reversal and 2 more points. So it's 6-1 now in favor of Graybo. Minute 20 to go in the second period. 3 more points for Graybo. It's now 9-1. Minute 11 as they crawl out to the lower right edge of the map. Graybo up by 8, and now 1 minute to go here in the second. Graybo trying to roll his shoulders over to get that pin. He has 53 seconds to do it as he puts his leg over the neck to try and secure the turn, but a nice job by Shep. Nice strength there to prevent that. Graybo trying desperately to get the pin here in the second, and he's getting very, very close. He's got one shoulder down, but can he get the second one down? Now he's got the second one down, and he might have the pin, and he does. A 9-1 victory gives Barnesville a 6-0 lead over Fargo North. As the two will shake hands, and that was a good match early on there. Graybo taking control late. And that will do it for the 106 weight class. Neither team has a wrestler in 113, so that will tie it up here at 6-6. Or maybe it won't. They put 6 on the scoreboard, and now they took 6 off. Okay, we'll take the 6 off as well.
And 120 pounds, Barnesville and Fargo North are both open.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong roster. I requested a second roster.
Barnesville, Quincy Morey. And for Fargo North, Jace Mariano.
All right, so we're moving on to 126. Fargo North leading 6-0 here. Or I'm sorry, Barnesville leading 6-0. Jace Veranio, a freshman for Fargo North. And according to my roster, it's Asher O'Brien, but I think I heard the PA announcer name somebody else, so. Still 0-0 here. And looking for a pin, and he will keep those shoulders elevated to prevent that. Barnesville trying so hard to get that pin, and a nice job there by Fargo North. Jace Veranio, a freshman, to keep his shoulders off the mat. 2 points for a takedown here and there's a pin. So it's now 12-0. As Barnesville goes 2-0 here in the 2 matches so far with Fargo North. That'll bring us to the 132, I believe. Yes, Aiden Hawk taking on Nathan Morkin. Hawk, a junior, Morkin, a 8th grader.
132 for Barnesville High School is Asher O'Brien.
Okay, Asher O'Brien will measure. Will wrestle. Asher O'Brien will wrestle at 132 instead.
At 113 pounds for Mercedes is Reggie George, and for Fertile Beltrami, Gavin Broden.
Shake hands, and we're off. Asher O'Brien taking on Nathan Morkin. Asher O'Brien for Barnesville, Morkin for Fargo North. Weight class 132, first period. Approaching 90 seconds to go, still 0-0. And now a point is awarded. All right, yep, 2 points for each wrestler. So 2-2.
And 120 pounds for Osakis, Simon Jacobson. And for Fertile Beltrami, Drew Rash.
And now 3 points here for Fargo North. (5-2) in favor of Morkin for the Spartans, and there's 2 more points. Make that 3 more points, excuse me. 8-2, now 2 for O'Brien. That makes it 8-4. O'Brien with a slight advantage now. He's got Morkin. Morkin trying to flip. And there's 3 points there for O'Brien, 8-7. And that'll do it for the first period. So 8-7 after the first period. Move on to the second period here in the 132 weight class between Asher O'Brien for Barnesville and Nathan Morgan for Fargo North. Barnesville leading 12-0, but Fargo North with an 8-7 lead here in this particular match. Asher O'Brien trying to lock up. If he's not careful, he's going to get flipped by Morgan. Referee kind of standing in my way at the moment, and somehow O'Brien got out of that. 8-7, a minute 42 and counting to go here. Second period of play. Still 8-7, and now Barnesville takes the lead. Asher O'Brien with a 9-8 lead over Morgan of Fargo North. Minute 25 to go, second.
And 126 for Osakis, Zachary Bruder. And for Fertile Beltrami.
Once again, Osakis taking on Fertile Beltrami over on the other mat. I'm not sure who's home and away, but one of them leads 10-6. We'll keep you updated on that. Still 9-8 here between O'Brien and Morgan. Just under a minute to go here in the second. 132 weight class. O'Brien trying to flip. He's got one of Morgan's shoulders down. Does he have the second one? The ref has a better view than I do, and he says that he does. It's a pin. That gives Barnesville an 18-0 lead now over Fargo North. So Barnesville 3-0 in their duels with Fargo North so far, and the fourth one coming up here as we move now to the 138 weight class.
And 138 pounds from Barnesville, 80 Hulk. And for Fargo North, Connor Johnson.
All right, so it'll be Connor Johnson for Fargo North and Aiden Hawk for Barnesville, wrestling at the 138. Hawk listed on the roster at 132, but in order to fill a hole, they bumped him up. 2 points for Barnesville. Minute 24 and counting. 1 point for the escape. 2-1 now in favor of Aiden Hawk.
Christian Davey. And for Fertile Beltrami, Gage Bedrock.
Still 2-1 here, inside a minute to go in the first period. Once again, Aiden Hawk and the 138 spot, wrestling Connor Johnson of Fargo North. Still 2-1. 40 seconds to go. 35 seconds first period. And there's another pin, this one for Fargo North. No, I take that back. I was looking at the wrong, the colors were messed up for me. It does go to Barnesville.
At 145, both teams are open. Barnesville and Fargo North are both open.
All right, so 145 is open. So that'll move us to 152. Since both teams had them open, neither team gets 6 points.
At 152 pounds for Barnesville, Michael Connolly. For Fargo North, Emmanuel Forjoul.
Emmanuel Forjoul, if I'm saying that correctly, is wrestling at the 152 against Michael Connolly for Barnesville. And that is 2-point takedown. Once again, we have Michael Connolly for Barnesville, who just got 3 points there. He takes a 5-0 lead. Wrestling Emmanuel Forjoul of Fargo North. Forjoul, a sophomore. Michael Connolly, an 8th grader. Inside a minute now of the first period. A 5-0 lead for Michael Connolly. 27 seconds to go as the two will break, and that will earn 1 point there for Forjoul. 5-1 now, Barnesville leads. The final 15 seconds of the first period. Does he gonna get the pin? 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. 2 seconds, 1 second. No, he will not get the pin. We'll move on to the second period. But he will take a 5 points there for taking it to the period. He now leads 10-1 here over Forjoul.
At 138, Osakis has Jacob Kaplan. Fertile Beltrami is open.
All right, so Osakis leads Fertile Beltrami 22-12 over on the other mat.
Fertile Beltrami is open.
And now Fertile Beltrami leads 28-12 with an open slot. 10-1 here in favor of Michael Connolly over Emmanuel Forjoul.
And at 152 pounds for Osakis is Cale Grenville, and for Fertile Beltrami, Wesley Ramberg.
Approaching a minute 15 to go here in the second period. No period's going to OT yet. And there's 2 points for Barnesville. Connolly on top of Forjoul right now. Trying to lock him in and trying to flip him over here. And so they're still in bounds until the entire body exits the circle. Right now it's toe, and now they're out. So that'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go here in the second period. So Connolly will choose the down position here. Forgel will lock up. 2 points there for Forgelo. It's 12-3 now. 13 seconds to go. Three seconds to go. Can Forgelo get the pin? No, he cannot. We'll go to the third period. So they'll choose the neutral. It looks like they're choosing the neutral position here to start the third period. He'll get 3 more points. That cuts the lead in half. 12-6 now our score in this duel here between Connolly and Forgelo. All right, so now Connolly will choose the down position. And a pin for Fargo North. Comes 8 seconds into the third period. And now we'll move to 160. I believe it's going to be Will Rotz, but we'll see for sure here in a moment. Will Rotz versus...
For Barnesville is William Rotz. And for Fargo North, Cal Broughton.
Cal Broughton. Versus Will Rotz at 160. And we're underway. Want to say hi to Karen. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And thanks for helping me out with a couple of the names earlier as I was not tuned into the chat at that point in time. So my apologies if I got one of the wrestlers' names wrong. I'll try and pay more attention to that. Take down 2 points, and now they're out of bounds. So 2 points here for Will Rotz. Will Rotz will start from up top here on Cal Broughton of Fargo North. I'm sorry, I forgot to reset the score from the last match. It's 2-0 and not 14-6. And he's going to earn a point for an escape there. And it's 2-1. Inside a minute to go here in the first period. Going for the legs, there's Rotz. Now they're both standing. Still wrapped up. Both of them trying to take the other one down. And now, nice job there by Cal Broughton as he goes after the legs and he'll get 2 points. He'll take a 3-2 lead as a result. 15 seconds remaining in the first. Wrestling at the 160 weight class right now. Will Rotz will get a point for an escape, and we're tied at 3. And that'll do it for the second period. Or the first period, excuse me. We'll move on to the second period now. Tied at 3 here between Will Rotz, a junior for for Barnesville, and Cal Broughton, a junior for Fargo North in the 160 weight class. And Rotz will take the up position here to start period 2. He'll lock his arms and they'll get underway. tied at 3 here at the start of the second. And a point for an escape there for Broughton for Fargo North. He takes a 4-3 lead. And now Broughton goes after the legs, and will he get, yes, he will get 2 points for the takedown. He's up 6-3 as he doubled up now here on Will Rotz. Ooh, and there's a nice takedown there by Broughton. Fortunately, it was not shoulders first, so no points for it. And now Rotz trying to flip over, and 38 seconds to go. Rotz in a bad position here, and he will get the pin. So now Fargo North with 2 pins has cut the lead in half to 24-12. And that will move us to the 170 weight class.
At 170 pounds for Barnesville is Cameron Halverson. For Fargo North, Harper Schultz.
All right, Cameron Halverson at 170. Harper Schultz at 170 for Fargo North. Harper Schultz, a freshman for the Fargo North Spartans. Cameron Halverson, also a freshman for the Barnesville Trojans.
At 182 pounds for Osakis is Nazem Galilary. And 195 for that training was Wolf.
Out of bounds. I'll stop the clock with 1:26. Cameron Halverson will choose the up position.
Preston Coco. And for Fruitvale Beltrami, Chad Leiser. That was Gavin Samira's 25th.
Right now, Osakis leading Fruitvale Beltrami 58-12 in their duel. Halverson looking for the grab the legs, lifted him up, took him down, and got a point. Got 2 points, I should say. And that'll stop the clock with 49 seconds as the wrestlers go out of bounds, and they'll meet up in the middle again. Halverson in the up position to start. (4-1) Cameron Halverson over Harper Schultz. And that is a pin for Cameron Halverson. That makes it 30-12 in favor of Barnesville. And we'll move on to the 182 weight class.
At 182 pounds for Barnesville is Dawson Gregg. And for Fargo North, William Ward.
All right, Dawson Gregg will take on William Ward in the 182 match. William Ward, a freshman for Fargo North. Dawson Gregg, a junior for Barnesville. And out of bounds, he's not going to get any points for that one. Oh yeah, I guess they will award him points there for that one. So 2-0 now in favor of Fargo North. Once again, we have Dawson Gregg for Barnesville and William Ward for Fargo North. Osakis leading Fertile Beltrami 58-24. We'll see Osakis next here on this mat, taking on Barnesville. Right now, William Ward with position on Dawson Gregg. And Ward trying to pin Gregg here. He's got to flip him over. He's got one shoulder on the ground. On the mat, I should say. Final 5 seconds. Oh, talk about close.
Wrestling and exhibition from Osakis and Philadelphia.
Dawson Gregg will survive to round 2. They'll award 3 points here to William Ward. 5-0. As we move to the second period. And William Ward trying to take advantage right away here. It's going to be a reversal and a point, and that'll give him 2 points. One for the takedown, one for the reversal, and it's 7-0. .90 seconds to go here in the second. 2 more points here for William Ward. It's 9-0 now. And now they're out of bounds, and I'll stop the clock. William Ward trying to prevent getting flipped here by Dawson Gregg. And Dawson Gregg does flip him. No points, not a full reversal. That's going to be a takedown. They'll get 2 points for that.
Another exhibition match for Osakis and Philadelphia is Rico Takwe for Osakis. James
remains 9-2 in favor of William Ward of the Fargo North Spartans. Dawson Gregg on the roster at 170, wrestling in the 182. Barnesville has 2 wrestlers in the 170. I believe the rule is you're allowed to wrestle up, but you're not allowed to wrestle down. I believe that's the rule, but as soon as Jesse watches this later, he's going to tell me, nope, you're right, or you're wrong. We'll move on to the third period now with William Ward of Fargo North leading 9-2 over Dawson Gregg of Barnesville. Ward, and he will not get taken down, but will he get the escape point? That's going to go out of bounds. We'll find out here if they assign any points or not. They will give him 2 points. 9-4. Minute 35 to go here in the third. Now Ward trying to pin Dawson Gregg. He has an 11-4 lead, and if he can hang on to that lead for the next minute, he'll win the match. Matter of fact, he just increased it to 14-4. They stopped the clock at 38 there. So 38 seconds to go in the third. 14-4 in favor of William Ward, the freshman from the Fargo North Spartans. Dawson Gregg needs a couple of big moves here to cut in this deficit and needs them in the next 23 seconds. Now stoppage. 21 seconds to go. $19 seconds. William Ward in control of this match. And that'll do it for the third period. William Ward will win it by the score of 14-4. And they will assign, I can't remember how many points they assigned for that. We'll find out here in a moment. 4 points for a three-period victory. We'll make it 30-16, and we'll move on now to the 195 weight class. Jim Miller potentially for Fargo North.
At 195, Fargo North is Isaiah Schupp, and Barnesville is Golden. pounds for Barnesville, Jordan Cole.
All right, they're going to move to 220 here. And the previous weight class is open, so I'll give Fargo North 6 more points, 30-22. I believe it's Jordan Kroll taking on Jack Miller. Out of bounds. Once again, Jordan Kroll for Barnesville and Jack Miller for Fargo North. Jack is a junior for the Spartans. Jordan Kroll, a senior. Kroll has had a fantastic career wrestling for Barnesville. I don't know what his win-loss record is, but I know he has many more wins than losses. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he has only 1 loss on his career. Now, that's not official. That's out of bounds. That's official. Okay, we'll get our clock caught up here. 1:08 to go in the first period. Kroll and Jack Miller. Still 0-0 here between Kroll and Miller. And I just got confirmation that, yes, you can wrestle up, but you cannot wrestle down. So thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. 30-22, Barnesville with the lead. Jordan Kroll trying to get the 6 points back that Fargo North got on that open spot at 195. Osakis won their match against Fertile Beltrami. I didn't catch the final score. They've already reset it to 0, so Osakis will wrestle Barnesville next here after the conclusion of Fargo North and Barnesville. Move to the second period now. Still 0-0 between Kroll and Miller. Kroll trying to hook underneath the arms there, and he's trying to spin him to his left. Nice job there by Miller to just kind of stalemate Kroll at the moment. Kroll trying to get one leg and trying to almost connect his arms between the one that's around his shoulders and the one that's going through his leg. Now he moves his right arm underneath his chest and now back under the leg. And that's going to be 2 points here, or 1 point, excuse me, for Jordan Kroll. So now he takes a 1-0 lead with 49 seconds to go in the second period. Points been hard to come by in this matchup between Miller and Kroll. .30 seconds to go in the second. And out of bounds. With 26 seconds remaining here in the second period. So Kroll will choose the up position. And now Kroll has an opportunity for a pin here. He's got one shoulder down. Does he have both? I think he might. Oh, did he? He got out of it. It's going to be 3 points, though. Or actually, it's going to be 5 points. And Kroll will take a 6-0 lead moving into the third period. So Kroll will choose the down position now. Every match except for 2 have been won by a pin. One by Fargo North on an open. There's a point for an escape. 7-0 now in favor of Kroll. And then out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. So Fargo North got a win on an open spot. I believe that was at the 195. Fargo North got a win on one pin. And then they won a match by leading it at the end of the third. That's how they got their 22 points so far. Minute 3 to go here in the third. 7-0 Kroll over Jack Miller of Fargo North. Miller junior, excuse me, and Kroll a senior. .25 seconds to go. Out of bounds. Stops the clock with 22 seconds. Kroll will get points for the reversal, and that's going to do it. He'll win 9-0 here, and that will give Barnesville a 34-22 lead. And we'll move now to the 285.
At 285 pounds from Barnesville, Tim Wells. And for Fargo North, Gunnar Kadru.
All right, so it's Tim Wells for Barnesville and Gunnar Kadru for Fargo North. This is the final match of the duel between the Spartans and the Trojans. So Barnesville's going to win this because the most points Fargo North could get is 6. And that would make it 34-28 if Kadru was able to win this match here against Tim Wells. So win or lose, Barnesville's going to win the match. And they'll go to 1-0 in the invite. They will take on Osakis next, who got a big win over Fertile Beltrami in their first round 1 matchup over on mat 2. Right now mat 2 is empty. It'll be Fargo North versus Fertile Beltrami over on mat 2 when this one concludes. Still no points. 1:03 and counting to go in the first. Here in this 285 matchup between Tim Wells and Gunnar Kadru. 47 seconds to go. Locked in a 0-0 stalemate here between Wells and Caudreau. 35 seconds to go. There's a takedown for Caudreau. 2 points for Fargo North, and they take the lead. And there's a pin. So Fargo North will win the final battle at 285, but Barnesville will take the war in the match, 34-28, your final score in favor of Barnesville. So now Barnesville will take on Osakis next. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
All right, welcome back. So we get ready for Barnesville and Osakis now. Barnesville winning over Fargo North by the final score of 34-28 in the first of three. Now, the Hibbing Blue Jackets were scheduled to wrestle today, but they decided that they weren't going to be able to make it for whatever reason. I'm not sure what the reasoning was, but they did not make it here today to Barnesville. So instead of 4 matches, it's just going to be 3. So it's almost like a triangular, but you get 1 extra match. So so Barnesville defeats Fargo North in the first matchup, 34-28, and now they'll take on the Osakis Silver Streaks here in the second duel, and then they'll take on Fertile Beltrami in the third duel. Now the matches run almost back to back with a little bit of time in between each match, but and then they will have JV matches here as well. So I don't have JV rosters, so when the JV go onto the mat, I will try and pay attention to the PA announcer and tell you who's who, but that's the best I can promise. So we're going to take another break here, so I got to make some adjustments, and then we will be back in a moment. Stand by.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena here on Magnitude Sports. It's one down and 2 to go here for the Barnesville Trojans. So they take care of business over Fargo North by the final score of 34-28. Barnesville moves to 1-0 on the season. Now they'll put that undefeated record on the line here against the Osakis Silver Streaks, as the Silver Streaks would pick up a big win over Fertile Beltrami. I should have written down the score, but they changed the scoreboard to 0-0 before I could catch it and write it down. So I think it was like 58-20 something, something to that effect. So I'll see if I can get the official scoring. Matter of fact, I think I might be able to send like a text message and maybe get that back here. So we'll pass that along to you. And Fargo North is moving over to the other mat to play Fertile Beltrami, and we'll give you scoreboard updates from that match here as we go through our Barnesville Osakis matchup. So once again, you can check us out online. MagnitudeSN.com is our website. Now you have to put the @ symbol in front of the Magnitude SN on YouTube. Otherwise, I think for like maybe a couple months they're going to allow the previous links to redirect to the @ sign, but you better get comfortable putting in the @ sign because that's not going to stick around for long. So at Magnitude SN is the way to find us on YouTube now. And then Magnitude SN on Twitter and Facebook, and of course Magnitude Sports on Instagram. And also, taking a look at the upcoming schedule after today's, I almost said volleyball invite, but it's actually a wrestling invite. My apologies to the wrestling fans. We have a boys basketball game coming up for you on Monday, as the Kindred Vikings will open up the season with Hillsborough Central Valley coming to town. That's always been a good matchup in the past, and we'll see if it's another good matchup coming up on Monday night. And then Tuesday, we will have, I do believe we'll have 4 events for you. We'll have Perham Wrestling and Perham Girls Basketball. We'll have Kindred versus Northern Cass. And then we're trying to make sure that we got somebody for Kindred Northern Cass, and if we do, then we can get the Barnesville Wrestling on Tuesday as well. But the Barnesville Wrestling on Tuesday, currently pending at the moment. Thursday, December 15th, Perham and Frazee, Barnesville DGF, and a boys basketball doubleheader on Magnitude Sports. And then Perham and Park Rapids on Saturday to wrap up the upcoming week. And you can look into weeks ahead by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. Once again, magnitudesn.com, plus all of our social medias. Give us a like and a follow and a subscription, and join on the Magnitude YouTube channel if you'd be so kind to do so as well. That'd be outstanding. We'd love that. All right, well, we're about 4 minutes away from the start of Barnesville and Osakis, so we'll take another break, and we'll come back in about 4 minutes here with the first matchup between Barnesville and Osakis when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels. Members serve to go to the wrestling program and are thankful for family, friends, fans, donors, and sponsors that help contribute to any and all fundraising efforts. The Trojan Takedown Club meets at the American Legion Post 153 in Barnesville in the evening of the first Wednesday of the month. For more information, search Facebook for Barnesville Trojan Wrestling. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. All right, welcome back. It looks like we need to reset our score here. 34-28 was the final between Barnesville and Fargo North. And now Barnesville will take on Osakis next. We'll get our score reset here. I have texted out to find out what the final was between Osakis and Ferto Beltrami. And if they are kind enough to respond to me, I will let you know what that final score was. So they'll put a minute 30 on the clock. So this will be our first JV match of Barnesville versus Osakis. Referee sorting things out at the scorer's table right now. I want to thank all of our sponsors for bringing you basketball and wrestling this winter here for the Barnesville Trojans, including Barnesville Senex, the Pitchfork, Dean's Bulk Service, Willow Creek Insurance, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, Ratzo's Pool Hall, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, Barnesville Booster Club, and the Barnesville Takedown Club. And if you'd like to sponsor, email us or give us a jingle, and we'd be happy to come talk with you and answer all your questions to make that happen. And we're underway with the JV match, and no announcement on who's wrestling, so I can't tell you. .2 points awarded for the Osakis wrestler. Now stop the clock with 1:10. Osakis leading 2-0 here in this JV match. And they'll win it.
Max Randberg is the Fargo North Josiah Shop.
We'll shook hands and we're underway here with JV match number 2. Two points for Barnesville. And a pin. A pin with 41 seconds to go. And Barnesville will win the JV match, number 2. And now JV match number 3 coming up here. They are checking something on his arm. And they're going to bandage up his arm. Just a precautionary move there. And now we can get ready for this third JV match. Osakis wrestler leading 5-0 here with 30 seconds to go in the first. And that'll do it. Osakis will win the 4th JV match. This is JV match number 5. Once again, 90-second periods in JV matches. Two points for the Osakis wrestler and a pin for the Osakis wrestler. Pin comes with 1:11 remaining in the first. Okay, this is JV match number 6. Osakis leads 2-0 here in this. I believe it, if I'm keeping my correct counts, it's the 6th JV match here between Barnesville and Osakis.
And for Farm Award, Isaiah Sheck.
Still 2-0 with 9 seconds in the first. Osakis up 2-0 in this JV match. There's a point for an escape, and it's 2-1. Now end the first period. And I believe we're moving on to varsity matches now. Nope, they put a minute 30 on the clock, so it is a JV match still. (2-1) is our score here. Osakis has the lead in this JV match. It's the second period of the JV match. Minute 17 to go. .35 seconds to go in the second. It remains 2-1 in favor of Osakis in the second period of a JV match. .3 seconds and a pin. A pin with 2 seconds remaining. And they'll go to the scorer's table and discuss to see if they have any more JV matches to put on the mat. They've put 2 minutes on the clock. I would suggest we're moving to varsity now. And 106, Brock Grable wrestled against Fargo North. I have a suspicion it'll be Chase Hawk possibly at 106 for Barnesville. And for Osakis, we'll see who they put in. Nope, Brock Grable will wrestle again. And I didn't hear the a PA announcer on who is wrestling for Osakis. According to my roster, it's Blake Fisher. So Blake Fisher for Osakis and Brock Grable for Barnesville. Still locked at 0-0 here between Grable and Fisher. Fisher trying to take Grable down, and he's trying to spin Grable onto his shoulders. Grable doing a great job of not allowing that to happen. He's trying to reverse and spin Fisher onto his shoulders too. And he'll be awarded 2 points, Fisher will, for the reversal. "20 seconds to go here in the first. 2-0 lead for Fisher. Blake Fisher, an 8th grader, taking on Brock Grable, a freshman, in the 106 match here between the Trojans and Silver Streaks. 5 seconds to go. And they'll do it for period 1. It'll be a 2-0 lead for Blake Fisher.
Fargo North is over.
Over Brock Grable.
20 pounds for Fertile Beltrami's Drew Rash.
Fisher will choose, looks like he's going to choose the down position here.
And 126 for Fertile Beltrami's Julian Yismus. And for Fargo North, Jace Mariano.
Grable trying to flip him over and get his shoulders onto the mat. And a nice job here by Fisher to get out of that, and he'll earn an escape point and take a 3-0 lead. That is 2 more points for Fisher. He takes a 5-0 lead now. Grabo trying to flip here. He's down 5-0 here at 20 seconds to go in the second period. Up against the 8th grader Blake Fisher of Osaka Silver Streaks. Fisher trying very hard. 2 seconds, 1 second. He will not get the pin here at the end of the second. We'll move on to the third. And Grabo down 5-0, make that 8-0. So he'll get the 3 points for the end of period. And Brock Grabo with a little bit of a hill to climb here. Official go over and clarify something with the scorer's table. 106 weight class. Move into the third period. Grabo down 8-0 against Fisher of the Silver Streaks. See if Grabo has a couple moves to chip away at the deficit here. He did fairly well in that first matchup against Fargo North. Josiah Shep was who Grabo pinned in the Fargo North matchup. Right now he finds himself down 8-0. Grabo trying to hook. Two more points here for Fisher. Under a minute to go in the third. If Grabo can spin him over and get a pin, it won't matter that he's down 10-0. But right now, Fisher seems to be in control of this matchup. Can Grabo make a move in the final 35? He's pushing them towards that out of bounds, and now they're out. So I'll stop the clock with 31 seconds to go. Blake Fisher will start in the up position for the Silver Streaks. Grabo has one of Fisher's shoulders down on the mat, but Fisher trying to not allow that second one to go down. He's trying to spin him back the other direction here. 9 seconds if he can hold on. Grabo trying to make a move. And that's going to do it. Four points for Osakis on the 10-0 victory through three. That'll move us to 113.
And 113 pounds for Osakis was Reggie George, Barnesville's open.
Okay, Barnesville's open, so Reggie George will get the automatic win, and that'll put Osakis up 10-0.
120 for Osakis, Simon Jacobson, and Barnesville is open.
And another open, so that's another 6 points, go up 16-0. So I believe that moves us to 126.
And 146 pounds for Barnesville is Quincy Morey, and for Osakis, Zachary Bruder.
All right, so we got Zachary Bruder, a sophomore for Osakis, taking on Quincy Morey of Barnesville. So Osakis up 16-0 on a couple of open weight class spots. Once again, Quincy Morey of Barnesville taking on Zachary Bruder. Here in the 126. Barnesville will get the pin. They'll get 6 points on the pin, and Quincy Moore gets the win. (16-6) now in favor of Osakis.
At 132 pounds, Barnesville, Asher O'Brien. For Osakis, Christian Navy.
All right, so this is Asher O'Brien for Barnesville, and he'll be taking on Christian Nath of the Silver Streaks. Christian, a freshman for Osakis this year. Asher, a junior for Barnesville.
At 132 pounds for Fargo North, Nathaniel Morgan. And for Phil Beltrami, Gage Cole Van Broughton.
So O'Brien with a 2-0 lead here over Christian Nath. This is actually the 132, my apologies. Under a minute in the first. .30 seconds to go on the first, still 2-0. Nice job there by Asher O'Brien to just keep control of his opponent. 5 seconds left. And that will do it. Move on to the second period, and he'll get the 3 points for the first. He takes a 5-0 lead. Matter of fact, give 2 points right at the end of Osakis too. It's a 5-2 lead now for Asher O'Brien over Christian Nath. And that is a point for an escape there, and now Asher O'Brien takes a 6-2 lead. 90 seconds in the second. And there's a 2-point takedown for Christian Nath of the Osakis. Trims the lead now for O'Brien down to 6-4 with 1:07 and counting to go here in the second. And a pin. Now we'll give Osakis a 22-6 lead over Barnesville as Christian Nath will get the pin over Asher O'Brien. That'll move us to 138. I believe it's Jacob Taplin for Osakis. And we'll see who they announce as the Barnesville wrestler.
152 pounds for Fertile Bell Tramley is Wesley Ramberg. And for Fargo North, Emmanuel Forjola.
They did not announce anybody for our match here. I believe it's Jacob Taplin, a junior for Osakis. Possibly taking on Aiden Hawk. 2 points for the Barnesville wrestler, if I can find out who he is. It might be Aiden Hawk, but I'm not 100% sure. And they are out of bounds, so they'll stop the clock with a minute. Oh, actually down to 40 seconds here in the first.
60 for Fertile Bell Tramley is Jack Erickson. And for Fargo North, Cal Broughton.
And that'll do it for the first period. Move on to the second period now. Tied at 2. Second period will start in the neutral position here.
And 170, that was Harper Schultz collecting the forfeit for Farmville North.
Still 2-2.
Open. William Ward for Farmville North.
Now Sakis takes a 4-2 lead. Once again, I only have a guess at who's wrestling. I believe it's Aiden Hawk taking on Jacob Taplin.
Isaiah Schultz. And 220 pounds, Phil Beltrami has Jack Leiser. And for Farmville North, Jack Miller.
30 seconds to go here in the second period. It remains a 4-2 lead for Osakis. And now we're tied at 4 on the reversal. Good matchup here. 5 seconds to go. And that'll do it for the second period. We'll move on to the third, tied at 4. I've not had an overtime period in any of the matches yet. We'll see if this one might change that or not. Referee will charge in there. I believe the call was potentially dangerous, so they'll stop it. And still tied at 4 here between these two wrestlers. Still tied at 4, not anymore. Oh wait, I thought he awarded points, he didn't. 41 seconds to go and it's a pin. Makes it 22-12. A pin with 41 seconds to go in the 138. That'll move us to 145.
At 145 pounds for Mercedes, Lucas Duchesne. Barnesville's open.
All right, Barnesville's open at 145, so I'll give Osakis a 28-12 lead. So we'll go to 152.
At 152 pounds for Mercedes is Cale Drevlu. And for Barnesville, Michael Connolly. At 285 pounds for Fertile Beltrami is J.T. Flynn. And
all right, so it's Cale Drevlu, a senior for Osakis, taking on Michael Conley for Barnesville. A senior against an 8th grader. 2 points there for the senior for Osakis. He takes a 2-0 lead. Osakis up 28-12 in the match here, and out of bounds they go, and they'll reset in the middle. got out of that somehow. He was almost pinned. Five for a near fall there. 7-0 now lead for Cale Dravol. And a pin there for Dravol. So Osakis takes a 34-12 lead now. That moves us to the 160.
160 pounds for Osakis, Gavin Samura, and for Barnesville, William Rotz.
So it'll be Will Rotz of Barnesville taking on Gavin Simbura, a junior for Osakis. Rotz trying to get a takedown, and that'll be 2 points there for Osakis. And a pin for Osakis. Pin comes at 1:31 to go in the first. They go up 40-12. That'll take us to the 170.
And 175 pounds for Osakis is Brennis Gustafsson, and for Barnesville, Dawson Gregg.
All right, we got Dawson Gregg for Barnesville. And it's Tyson. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. Action will come to a stop at 1:13. Will Rotz with a 4-0 lead here in the 170. And we have blood time.
Exhibition match here between, oh, it's 106, it's varsity, excuse me. Greg Randberg for Fargo County and Messiah Shep for Fargo North.
Right now we're in blood time of the 170 match between Will Rotz and Tyson Hagedon, I believe is how it's said. And Will Rotz is a 4-0 lead. And now they are checking Hagen's arms to make sure that And it looks like he's ready to return to action here. So a minute 13 to go in the first here. 4-0 lead for Will Rotz of Barnesville. Trailing in the match 40-12 to Osakis. Apparently our clock didn't stop during blood time, so we'll give you a verbal countdown here of the remaining 1:13 of the match. All right, a minute 10 to go, 4-0 lead, and ooh, whistle fooled me there. Thought it was for our mat, it was for the other one. 1 minute to go now, still 4-0 in favor of Will Rotz. Rotz trying to spin his opponent over. 50 seconds to go in the first period. And that'll be 2 points here for Rotz. He takes a 6-0 lead. 35 seconds to go and out of bounds. Stops the clock with exactly 35 seconds here in the first period. 6-0 lead for Will Rotz. They forgot to start the clock. I'm guessing there's about 20 seconds left, but they haven't started the clock. It's still at 36. Yeah, I think they're going to have to call this match. I think they've gone over the 30 seconds, and the Osakis coach got up and said, hey, the clock's not running. So I think we're moving on to the second period now, I think. Yeah, they're going to go over and discuss with the scores table there. I think the right thing to do here is to move on to the second period, because if there's not more than 5 seconds left of the first, based upon my mental calculations of how much time was left, there was 36 seconds when the match was resumed, and the clock was never started. And it was about 32 to 35 seconds that the Osakis coach got up and said, hey, right now they are I don't know, it kind of looks like they're in an argument almost. But I don't know, I'm too far away to confirm that. The Osakis coach is right though. That period should be over. Okay, now they've put 2 seconds on the clock. They put 2 seconds on the clock of the first period. So there's 2 seconds remaining in the first. It's a 6-0 lead for Will Rotz. And that'll do it. Now we're at 0, and now we can move to the second period. So the second period begins with Will Rotz on a 6-0 lead. a takedown out of bounds. I don't think that's going to count for any points. I think Rotz is injured, actually. Rotz is injured, so with 1:41 to go here in the second, they are attending to Rotz right now. It looks like he's in some pain. And we hope it's nothing serious, but Rotz on that takedown out of bounds came down on his back, thinking maybe his right shoulder possibly made the biggest impact on the mat. And the medical staff is checking up on him. Rotz has a 6-0 lead, and this is of all the wrestling matches that I have called, this is the first time that I have witnessed an injury, and I do not know how they proceed with this. So I'm going to learn as the process moves on here. Tell you, we're going to keep you updated on Rotz here. We'll give you some bonus coverage here of Fargo North and Fertile, I believe it's Fertile Beltrami. Yes, Fargo North and Fertile Beltrami wrestling right now as they continue to attend to Will Rotz. Once again, you're watching bonus coverage of Fargo North versus Fertile Beltrami as they attend to an injury here in the Barnesville-Osakis match. What you see on the scoreboard was the current time and score prior to the injury. All right, so they have awarded the victory to Osakis over on the other end, but they are still attending to Will Rotz, and I'm not sure what the problem is. It looks like Will Rotz is in a lot of pain. They are wrapping up his right arm in a black brace or bag of some sort. I can't quite tell what it is from up here. It does not look good for Will Rotz. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not a doctor, and I can't diagnose it from up here. But he was taken down, and it was his right shoulder that hit the mat with the hardest impact before the rest of his body came down. Unintentional injury, but an injury nonetheless, and hopefully, I mean, he's in a lot of pain, and I wouldn't be, based on the amount of pain that he's in, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if maybe he has a broken arm. Now, I'm not a doctor, and don't quote me on that. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but it does not look too fun over there right now for Will Rotz. I kind of feel a little bit bad. They have, I think the matchup between well, the good news is he's on his feet now. And he's being assisted off. They will take him back to the locker room for further care. And now they'll clean up here. So that will take care of the 170. An unfortunate injury will give Osakis the victory in that matchup, as Rotz was not able to continue even though he had a 6-0 lead. And that will move us to the first period of 180 as soon as they get the mat cleaned up here. It appears that the mat is cleaned up, but one side of B is watching from Colorado. Also, Andy, thank you for chiming in on the YouTube chat. Karen was watching earlier. I'm guessing she might still be watching. So in that event that she is, we'll go ahead and say thanks for watching. Now the Osakis team huddling up here just out of camera.
And 182 pounds for Osakis is Caleb Elber, and for Barnesville, Cameron Halverson.
All right, so Caleb Halverson, or Cameron Halverson, excuse me, will wrestle at the 182 spot. And he'll take on Caleb Helberg. And 2 points awarded there for Halverson. .39 seconds to go, and make that a 5-3 lead now here for Cameron Halverson over, excuse me, Caleb Helberg, 182 weight class. .53 in favor of Halverson over Helberg. Helberg flipping Halverson over. So we approach 10 seconds to go here in the first. Still 5-3, and that'll do it for the first period. We'll move on to the second period. Second period action now. 1 point awarded to Halverson in the end of the first there, so he doubles up now on Helberg, 6-3. Minute 20 to go in the second. Still 6-3 in favor of Halverson over Hellberg. And now 3 points awarded for Halverson and takes a 9-3 lead. And a escape point awarded there for Hellberg, and it's 9-4. Inside a minute to go here in the second. And 2 points awarded there for Halverson. It's an 11-4 lead now. Approaching 20 seconds to go in the second. And that'll do it for the second. 11-4, Halverson leads moving into the third. Cameron Halverson of Barnesville wrestling Caleb Hellberg in the 182 weight class matchup. Two points awarded there for Hellberg, and makes it 11-6 now with about approaching 40 seconds to go in the third. And Hellberg needs 5 more points to force overtime. Right now he's got Halverson underneath him, trying to flip him over. "27 seconds and counting. Down to 20 seconds now. Still 11-6 in favor of Cameron Halverson. Hellberg trying to make a last moment move. He gets a point, but only one. He has 2 seconds, and that'll do it. Cameron Halverson will pick up the win, 11-7. That's 4 points for Barnesville. Makes it 46. Actually, it's 3 points for Barnesville, 46-15. With an 11-7 victory for Halverson in the 182, and that'll move us to 195.
And 195 pounds for the Osakis is Andrew Ziesner. Barnesville is open.
Barnesville's open in 195, so that's a free 6 points for Osakis, moving them up to 52. So now we'll move to the 220. Possibly a matchup between Kroll and Kunkel.
220 pounds, Barnesville has Jordan Kroll. Osakis is open.
Oh, Osakis is open at 220. So that's 6 points for Barnesville, and that moves us to 285. So Kroll now 2-0 on the season. And it's either Wells or Kruger for Barnesville.
And 285 pounds for Barnesville is Tim Wells. Osakis is open.
And Osakis is open.
We are going to have 2 exhibition matches between Barnesville and Osakis now.
So Osakis will take the victory by a final score of 52-27 here against Barnesville, and Barnesville moves to 1-1 on the season. And I believe this is an exhibition match. It's a JV match here between Osakis and Barnesville. So JV match to wrap it up. Osakis will take the victory 52-27. Osakis moves to 2-0 in the tournament. Barnesville 1-1 in the invite tournament here. Fargo North, Fruta Beltrami ended at a score of 45-28. I'm not sure which team had which. Try and find out for you. All right, so I'll wrap it up for Barnesville and Osakis. Osakis will move back over to the other mat to take on Fargo North, and Barnesville will take on Fruta Beltrami next. We'll get things reset for that third and final match of the afternoon here, and we'll be back in a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in 117 Front Street, pick up all the essentials for the home, school, and office, including smoke alarms, a wide variety of light bulbs and lighting accessories, plus power cords, envelopes, notepads, pens, glue, tape, highlighters, and much more. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
All right, welcome back here to the Barnesville Sports Arena. Sorry, we have two duels down and one duel to go. Barnesville getting the win by the score of 34-28 over Fargo North. They would follow it up with a loss to Osakis 52-27, and now they'll have a chance to take that 1-1 record and see if they can improve it to 2-1 against the Fertile Beltrami Falcons. Osakis and Fargo North move over to the other mat. We'll give you updates from that mat as things get rolling over there. We still had a few minutes here before they kick things off with this one here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to leave it on the live camera because I got to leave to get some information. And then that leaves nobody here to push any buttons or anything like that. So we're just going to leave it here on the warm-ups, and we'll be back in a moment. Once again, coming up is Fertile Beltrami Falcons and the Barnesville Trojans here on Magnitude Sports.
the pot, stir the pot, we'll get your tickets out. They'll be red and blue tickets. Please get your tickets out. We'll do the drawing now. We'll be playing for $203. Okay, the winning ticket is a red ticket. The ticket number is 213026. That number again, 213026. A red ticket. 213026 must be present to win. $203 cash. Come see you. The last four numbers of the red ticket, 3026.
At 146 pounds for Mercedes, Zachary Bruder. And from Fargo North, Chase Curiano.
All right, we got JV matches coming up here for Barnesville and Fruita Beltrami. And Fruita Beltrami in the blue with red trim. Right now it's 2-2 here in this JV match. And the Falcons will win the first JV match. And this will be JV match number 2 here between the Trojans and Falcons. Right now, Fruita Beltrami with a 2-0 lead in this JV match. 10 seconds left in the period of the JV match. 5 seconds, 4-0 lead for Ferto Beltrami. And that'll do it. All right, second period of the JV match now. 4-0 in favor of Ferto Beltrami. It's now 5-0 in favor of Ferto Beltrami. Now 7-0 in favor of Ferto Beltrami here in the JV match. It's the second JV match between the Falcons and Trojans. 3 seconds left. And that'll do it.
At 122 pounds for Wasagas is Christian Navy. And for Fargo North, Nathaniel Workin.
So Barnesville wins against Fargo North 34-28. Osakis wins 58-24 over Ferto Beltrami. Osakis wins 52-27 over Barnesville. And Fargo North wins 45-28 over Ferto Beltrami. And that's the scores so far. The last two matches, the one you're watching, Barnesville versus Ferto Beltrami. And over on the other mat, it's Osakis versus Fargo North. Right now, it's tied up at 6-6 between Osakis and Fargo North. And we are moving, no, we still got a JV match here. JV match number 3 between the Falcons and Trojans. 2-1 in favor of Fruita Beltrami here in the JV match, number 3. Osakis taking a 12-6 lead in the matchup over Fargo North. They just got a pin. They're moving on to the 138 weight class now.
For Osakis, it's Jacob Tapman. And for Fargo North, Connor Johnson.
This is JV match number 3 here between Barnesville and Fruita Beltrami. Four-1 in favor of Fruita Beltrami here in JV match number 3. Now 6-1 in favor of Fruita Beltrami in the JV match. And Fruita Beltrami will win JV match number 3. And it appears that will wrap up the JV matches, and we'll move to the start of the varsity matches with weight class 106 on deck. Right now, Osakis leading Fargo North 12-6. They're currently in the second period of the 138 duel.
Starting at 120 pounds, Barnesville was open. Drew Rash from Philbell Trammy took the forfeit.
All right, so we move now to the 132. 6-0 lead on an open, and here's the 132 matchup. See if we get an announcement on who it is.
At 126 pounds, for Barnesville is Quincy Maury. For Philbell Trammy, Julian Estes.
Okay. So 126, I got a class ahead of myself here. I don't have a Fertile Beltrami roster on my roster sheet here. I only have all the other teams. So I apologize for that. I'll have to pay attention to the PA announcer more closely here on the upcoming matchups so I can be fair to the Falcon fans who may be tuning in right now. It has Osakis, it has Fargo North, and it has Barnesville, but it does not have Fertile Beltrami on the roster sheet that I got. So 2-0 lead here for Barnesville. Once again, it's the 126. And I forgot to start the clock for the first period, and I apologize. 4 seconds left here in the 126 match of round one, and I think that just ended it. Barnesville will get the pin, and they will get the win here, and we're tied at 6 now.
At 132 pounds for Barnesville, Ashton O'Brien. And for Fertile Beltrami, Gage Gold and Rodney.
I could not hear. It's Gabe somebody for Fertile Beltrami. So taking on Ash O'Brien of Barnesville here in the 132. And there's a pin.
At 145 for Osakis, it's Lucas Duchesne. Fargo North is open.
So Fargo North, oh wait, 1 second here. 12-6 now. Osakis is up 22-6 now on Fargo North. They're wrestling in the 152 right now.
Emmanuel for Joel, and for Osakis, Cale Brevlow. At 152 for Fertile Beltrami, it's Wesley Randberg, and for Barnesville, Will Ross.
I thought Will Rotz got hurt earlier, but they just announced him as the wrestler. So if I misidentified the injured wrestler, my apologies to the Rotz family, but I'll stop the clock with 47 seconds to go here. 2-1 lead for Barnesville. And now Fruita Beltrami takes a 3-2 lead. "15 seconds to go in the first period.
At 160 pounds for Osaka, Gavin Sabira. At performing North, Cal Bratton.
That'll do it for period number 1. 3-2 in favor of Fruita Beltrami as we move on to period number 2. And now he'll get 2 more points, take a 5-2 lead here. With 1:17 and counting to go in the second. And a pin. Move us to 160.
At 160 pounds for Fruita Beltrami is Jack Erickson. And for Barnesville, Michael Connolly.
Michael Connolly taking on Jack. I didn't catch the last name. Two points for Barnesville. And a pin for Barnesville. So that'll move us to 170 now. As Barnesville doubles up at 24-12 over Fruita Beltrami.
At 170 for Barnesville, well, the scanner and Homer said Fruita Beltrami is open.
All right, so Fruita Beltrami is open at 170, so that'll give Cameron Halverson the automatic win and makes it 30-12 in favor of Barnesville. So we move to 182. Right now, Osakis leading Fargo North 28-6. They're wrestling in the 160 right now. All right, so we're up to 220 now. Jordan Kroll. Wrestling for Barnesville. Two points for Kroll. He's up 2-0 now. Clock is stopped with 1:18 as they reset. Almost on time. $1:10 to go, so we're 4 seconds off. That is a pin at the 52, I think. No, it wasn't. Or yes, it was. Yep, it is. So 36-12 now in favor of Barnesville over Fruita Beltrami. Now move us to 285.
285 pounds for Barnesville, Tim Wells. And for Fruita Beltrami, J.T. Flynn.
JT somebody versus Tim Wells. And once again, I apologize. I don't have a Fruita Beltrami roster on the roster that was given to me, so not sure why that was, but
170 pounds for Osakis is Brennan Gustafson. And for Fargo North, Parker Schultz.
there's a takedown, and that'll be 2 points for Kroll. Or I'm sorry, Tim Wells, my apologies. And a pin. And Barnesville will win it by a final score of 42-12 over Fruita Beltrami. We'll see if we have any JV matches here or not. So So 45-12 is the final here between Barnesville and Fargo North, or Ferta Beltrami.
And 113 pounds. Barnesville is open, and Ferta Beltrami, Gavin Golden.
Oh wait, that was not the final. They apparently started in the higher up numbers, and now they're going back to 113. So let's see, an open for Barnesville makes it 42-18, and an open for Ferta Beltrami makes it 48-18. So still not a final yet. This is 113 weight class. So 48-18.
Wrestling for Barnesville is Christian Green, and for Ferta Beltrami, James Goodwin.
For those who may not know, the coaches have the decision to start at any weight class they want, and then they just go full circle until they get back to the weight class they started with. So in most cases, they start at 106. But on a rare occasion, they will start somewhere in the middle. So, and this was one of those rare occasions. So now we're back to the 113 weight class. Two nothing Ferta Beltrami. 30 seconds to go in the first period. So 3 seconds off on our clock. 25 seconds to go. Actually, this kind of looks like a JV match now. He's not wearing the normal varsity jersey there for Barnesville anyway. We'll see if they award any points to the victor of this match. They do not award points in a JV match for the overall score. Yep, these are JV matches, so. $48-18 will be the final score in favor of Barnesville. Right now, Osakis is up 34-6 over Fargo North. They're wrestling in the 170. So we'll take it over to the conclusion of this matchup here between Osakis and Fargo North. Right now, Class 170, they're in the third period with 51 seconds remaining, and Osakis has a 34-6 lead. Right now, Fargo North has a 5-2 lead in this particular match. 40 seconds to go. Out of bounds, they'll stop the clock with 40 seconds. Fargo North leading 5-3 in the match. Osakis leading 34-6 in the duel. 30 seconds in the third period. Fargo North looking to get a win here if they can hold on to this 2-point lead. And he'll add to that lead. It's now 7-3 in favor of the Fargo North wrestler. Three seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and done. 7-3 after the third period. That'll give Fargo North the win in this particular matchup here. And they'll get 3 points. They now trail 34-9 to Osakis. They will move on to the 182 weight class. We will finish up this duel between the Silver Streaks and Spartans for you. As Barnesville's day has come to a conclusion, they will 2-1 in their 3 matchups.
182 pounds from Osakis is Caleb Hellberg. And for Fargo North, William Ward.
$34-9 as we move into the 182 weight class in favor of Osakis. There's 2 points for Fargo North. They now lead 2-0 here in this duel. Still 2-0 in favor of Fargo North at the moment here. 45 seconds to go in the first period of the 182 weight class match. Out of bounds, they'll stop the clock with 40 seconds to go. Osakis leading in the duel 34-9. The Fargo North wrestler will take the top position. 35 seconds and counting now here. 182, round 1. Period 1, whichever you'd like to call it. $20 seconds to go here in the first period of 182. Fargo North clinging to a 2-0 lead in this particular matchup. Looking to get a pin here on the Osakis guy, and he might be close. No, he elevates his shoulders, and that'll do it for period 1. So they'll move on to period 2, and Fargo North will get 3 points, and they'll take a 5-0 lead into that second period here. Still 5-0 with 1:14 and counting, and a pin. That'll give Fargo North 6 points, and it'll make it 34-15 in favor of Osakis. But Fargo North gets the pin in that duel, that matchup. And they'll move on to the 195 class now. See if Osakis has an opponent for him. It doesn't appear that they do, but right now, Fargo North trailing 34-15. This is the final duel of the day. We have 5 down and the rest of this one to go, and that'll wrap up our coverage of the 2023 Barnesville Trojan Wrestling Invite. Brought to you by the Trojan Takedown Club, as well as our other friends at Barnesville Senex, Dean's Bulk Service, Willow Creek Insurance, The Pitchfork, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, Ratzel's Pool Hall. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody. I don't have it in front of me. I'm doing it from memory. So they are still talking at the scorers table here about a possible opponent here in the 195 match. Fargo North is ready to go, but nobody has stepped onto the mat for Osakis yet. Right now, Osakis leading 34-15 in the contest.
For Osakis, Madison Allen Murray. And for Fargo North, Isaiah Shep.
Isaiah Shep for Fargo North, wrestling in the 195. I didn't catch the Osakis wrestler. Two nothing Osakis right now, with 1:30 to go here in the first period of 195. Still 2-0 with 1:10 to go. One point for the escape for Fargo North, trims the lead down to 2-1 in favor of Osakis. .35 seconds to go here in first. .25 seconds now. Still 2-1 in favor of Osakis with 20 seconds to go. Now 10 seconds, still 2-1. Goes for the ankles there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Will he get a point or will he not? We move on to the second period of 195. No points awarded. It remains 2-1 in favor of Osakis. Minute 45 to go. It's still 2-1. Not anymore. It's 3-2 in favor of Fargo North. Minute 17 to go in the second. Once again, this is class 195. And a pin. Fargo North earns a pin. And they now trail 34-21. As we head into the 220, I believe is next. Yep, 220. And Fargo North will get the win there as they have 2 more wrestlers left as long as they have opponents.
240 pounds for Osakis is Preston Tuttle, and for Fargo North.
So unfortunately for Fargo North, even if they get pins in the next 2, that would give Osakis a 34-33 victory, assuming that they started at 106. Because 220 and 285 would be the final, I think the final 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 220 and 285, so. And Fargo North will get the pin, so that makes it 34-27. Now the only way that Fargo North could win this with a pin is if in the next match Osakis took a 2-point penalty. And they would have to take 2 penalties to do that because yep, Fargo North is going to get the victory and there will be no penalty points because they have no opponent. So Osakis is open at 285. So it's 34-33 and we'll see if they bring out any 106 or not. Like I said, I'm not sure where they started at when we switched over here, so it's possible they have more matchups. But it's 34-33 in favor of Osakis. After
106 pounds for Osakis is Blake Fisher. And for Fargo North, Josiah Shep.
Okay, so Josiah Shep at 106 and Blake Fisher at 106 for Osakis. All right, so Fargo North does have an opportunity to win this here if Josiah Shep, or at least take the lead, if Josiah Shep can get a victory here over Blake Fisher. Minute 40 to go in the first period and counting. Still 0-0 between Shep of Fargo North and Fisher for Osakis. Two points awarded there for Osakis. And now it's out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 1:16 in the first. It's against the 106 weight class. Clock starts at 1:15. 2-0 Osakis here in the 106 match between Blake Fisher of Osakis and Josiah Shep of the Fargo North Spartans. 1 minute to go in the first period now. Still 2-0 Osakis. $40 to go in the first. Once again, you have 3 periods if needed, if no pins occur. If it's still tied after 3, you can have up to 3 overtimes. Overtime 1, 1 minute. Overtime 2, 1 minute. Overtime 3 is 30 seconds. We haven't had an overtime yet. We've only had a couple matches go the full 3. That whistle stops the clock with 23, and now the clock runs again. Still 2-0 in favor of Osakis. Here, Blake Fisher wrestling for Osakis against Josiah Shep of Fargo North. Five seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it for the first period of play. Fargo North will, check that, Osakis will take a 2-0 lead into the second period. And we're underway in period 2. He'll go for the ankle, he'll get the takedown, 2 points. Osakis leads 4-0 on the takedown by Fisher. And now an escape will give Shep a point, it's 4-1. Josiah Shep going on the attack now. Fisher doing everything he can to stay on his feet. Still 4-1 in favor of Osakis. Osakis leads the match 34-33, so the winner of this one could potentially win the entire duel. There's a takedown, 2 points. It's now 6-1 in favor of Blake Fisher of the Osakis Silver Streaks. "33 seconds. Make it 30 and counting. Here in the second period, 6-1 in favor of Fisher of the Silver Streaks over Shep of the Spartans. "15 seconds to go, still 6-1. And a pin. And that will make it 40-33, putting Osakis up by 7 over Fargo North. Pin comes with 11 seconds to go in the second period. And we'll see if they have a 113 or not. It looks like they might.
For Osakis at 113, it's Reggie George. Fargo North is open.
Fargo North is open, so that makes it 46-33 now. And we'll see if they move on.
If one more exhibition match.
And now they have an exhibition match. The scoreboard says it's 113, so we'll see if this match counts towards the final count, the final score or not. Right now it's 46-33 in favor of Osakis. I don't think this will, because these two wrestlers, you're allowed to wrestle up but not down. And I'm pretty confident these two wrestlers weigh more than 113 pounds. So that's the class that's on the scoreboard anyway. So 1 minute to go here in period 1 of this exhibition match. Point awarded. It's now 2-1 in favor of Osakis in the exhibition match with 50 seconds to go in the first period. There's a takedown by Osakis. That'll be 2 points, so make it 4-1. And there's a reversal. 2 points, makes it 4-3. Osakis up by 1, that ends the first period. So he'll flip the coin, and red will get the first selection here. Not sure who's red. I don't see the bracelets on either of them. Second period underway. Osakis leading 4-3 in this exhibition match with Fargo North. Takedown, is he gonna get the pin? He's got one shoulder down. Does he have two? I can't tell from this angle. Doesn't have two down anymore, I can tell you that. Maybe one, that's it. Still 4-3, a minute 27 to go, second period. Osakis with the 1 point advantage. And there's 2 points for Osakis. That will give, or 3 points, excuse me. That gives him a 7-3 lead. A minute 5 to go in period 2. And that'll be an escape. That'll make it 7-4 as Fargo North will get the point. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Two points awarded there, and now Fargo North is within a digit. It's 7-6. 20 seconds to go in the second period. And that'll stop the clock with 17 seconds to go. Wrestlers will meet up in the middle. Osakis leading by 1, 7-6. Osakis will go down, Fargo North will go up. 17 seconds. Starting now. Second period, 7-6 Osakis. And now that'll do it for period 2. So they'll reset the clock at 2 minutes. We'll head into period 3. Osakis leading by 1, 7-6. We haven't had a match go to overtime yet. Could the potential final exhibition match be the first one to go to overtime? That'll be a takedown, I think. No, they did not award the points. Oh, now they did. Yep, 9-6 in favor of Osakis. Fargo North down 3, 9-6 here with a minute 31 to go in the third period. And that'll be 1 point for an escape. It's now 9-7. Out of bounds, stops the clock with 59 seconds to go. So Fargo North needs a 2-point move here, or a couple of 1-point moves to tie this up at 9, or even a takedown would tie it up at 9. 45 seconds to go. Does Fargo North wrestler have a move in him? I don't have names for this exhibition match. And he got him down. We're tied at 9. Tied at 9 with 35 seconds to go. Still tied at 9, 24 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Out of bounds. They'll stop the clock with 14 seconds to go. Tied at 9. A nice takedown there by the Spartan wrestler to get those 2 points late. And now we'll see if one of these two have a move to win it in the final 14 seconds. Ten seconds to go. No points awarded yet, and we're going to overtime. It'll be a 1-minute overtime. Overtimes 1 and 2 be, did they award a point at the end? They did. No overtime. Osakis is going to win it 10 to 9 as a point was awarded right as the clock hit 0. What a fun matchup there, and I think that might be the final matchup of the day. 46 to 33 will be the final score. Osakis will win it over Fargo North. All right, so to recap, in the first matchup of the day, it was Barnesville 34-28 over Fargo North. In the second matchup, it was Osakis 58-24 over Fruta Beltrami. In the third matchup, it was Osakis 52-27 over Barnesville. In the fourth matchup, it was Fargo North 45-28 over Fruta Beltrami. In the fifth matchup, it was Barnesville 48-18 over Fruta Beltrami. And in the final matchup, the one you just saw, it's Osakis 46-33 over Fargo North. Now wrap up our coverage today of the 2023 Barnesville Wrestling Invite. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let's take a look at our upcoming schedule here to see what we got coming up here on Magnitude Sports. Just got to hit a few more buttons. And so we'll be back. We'll take a couple days off. We'll be back on Monday. Kindred and Hillsborough Central Valley in boys basketball. And then 4 events for you on Tuesday. Only 3 of them are showing. But we'll have 3 for sure. I got to do some double checking on a basketball game to see if we can get the 4th event on or not. And then Thursday, December 15th, it's Perham Frazee, Barnesville DGF in a boys doubleheader on Magnitude Sports. And you can look deeper into that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. You can also follow, like, subscribe, join all of our social media pages, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can see all the handles there on how to find us on those social media platforms. And that'll do it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We certainly appreciate everybody, all of our sponsors, and we'll be back with basketball here on Monday. Have a great night.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.